Bro, you have got to be freaking kidding me, man. Huddle up.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel, and unfortunately in this huddle, man, I've got some terrible news. Senior Seth Trimble was just injured today in a team workout, broke a bone in his forearm, and he is out indefinitely right now. It's going to require surgery, and so we will not have him for the foreseeable future. And man, that is some very bad news, man. So before I get into the reasons why, as far as Carolina's concerned, prayers up to stinking Seth, man. I hate that he has this injury, especially a senior year, man. It's so stinking terrible. And, you know, all the juice that we had coming out of the Kansas game, which Seth was a huge part of, man, let's just say somebody's going to have to step up and step up big. You know, when it comes to on-the-ball defense, Seth is extremely gifted, very talented young man. And one of the things that I immediately thought of, you know, basketball-wise, when I heard of the injury is who in the world is going to guard, you know, some of the better guards that we're gonna play this year. And I'm even looking at against Radford. If you guys were able to look at the preview video already, man, I said that the key matchup in that game was going to be Dale Jones and Seth Trimble. How well Seth Trimble was able to stay in front of him, because Dale Jones is a daggum hooper. Now, he's not going to be the only really good guard that Carolina plays this year. And I'm really at a loss right now for a real, you know, guy that can play the two consistently on the offensive end and attack the bucket like Seth did, and additionally go on the other side of the floor, man, and play some fairly locked down defense, man. This injury hurts. It really does, man. And I don't want to go out into full panic mode or anything like that, but this is a very bad injury, you know, for Carolina's outlook, if you will, man, because somebody is going to have to step up into that role. And I'll be honest with you, man, I don't think that we have anybody that can just, you know, be a one-for-one swap, if you will. Now, you know, you might be able to introduce Luka in. You know, he may be able to give you some offense, probably get a little bit more burn and those things like that. But when I say that he's a defensive stopper, not in the stinking slightest, man. You know, I've heard a couple of people ask, does Derek Dixon slide in? And does he get extended minutes at the 1 or the 2? That may be a possibility, but, you know, Seth would bring the ball up the floor as well, man. So, you know, now you even have one less guy that can actually bring the ball up the floor, you know, with the injury to Seth Trimble. And so eventually Cayenne's going to need a stinking spell. You know, Derek Dixon's going to have to, you know, come into the game and give him a breather. So, I don't know. Does Jaden Young get extended minutes? You know, does Powell get some extended minutes? Do we just have to go bigger and play a really big 2 guard? I don't know, man. But let me tell you something, like, this is one of those injuries, man, that you at least me, you know, I did not anticipate. You know, I didn't foresee it coming in any way, shape, or form. And when I found out, my heart just stinking sank. I mean, to be completely honest with you, my heart sank within my chest, because this is one of those ones, man, that you don't want to see it at all. You know, obviously you don't want to see it for Seth, but you also don't want to see it for this team, man, because he is, you know, probably our best on-the-ball defender, a senior leader. He can jump out of the stinking gym, and he's probably the one guard that consistently tries to get to the stinking 10, man. You know, goes up there and tries to get contact, and, you know, he'll get to the free throw line and everything. He hasn't shot the ball well from 3, but I'm less concerned about the offensive input, because I do think that there's going to be some guys that can maybe we can put together to, you know, kind of cover that 14.5 points that he was averaging over the first 2 games. Man, it's the defensive side of the ball, dude, out there in the front court, man. You know, the back court, excuse me. That's what stinking concerns me the most, man, is who is going to step up, who was going to be a lockdown defender, if you will, on some of these good guards. Because like I said, man, Dale Jones is a hooper. You're going to have to stay in front of him, and he can shoot the ball as well. So, and this is a guy that's playing at Radford. We're not talking about Michigan State, Kentucky, some of these other really good teams that we're going to play, man. So I wanted to come out here and just kind of let you guys know, man, that unfortunately Seth is injured, man. He's going to have surgery, and he's probably not going to be back for at least the rest of the non-con. And hopefully we can get him back sometime during ACC play, and he'll be ready to stink and go like he never left, man. But terrible news, man, on Carolina's front. Seriously, I want to know what you guys think down in the comment section, man. How do we replace a guy like Seth Trimble, man? How in the world are we going to stink and make that happen? Because, a lot of people were talking about Indianapolis after the Kansas game, and maybe a little bit prematurely. But, how much do you think, not having Seth for the next couple of months hurts Carolina, man? I really want to know what you guys think down in the comment section, man. Terrible stinking news. Hate to ask you to stink and like, share, and subscribe to the channel, coming at you with this bad news. But if you haven't already, please do that. And, interested to see what you guys think down in the comment section. So I love you, Tar Heel Nation. And prayers and shout out to stinking Seth, man. Speedy recovery, my friend. And we'll catch you on the next one, Tar Heel Nation. Go Heels.